boys and girls, and welcome back to another of Acting Up's workshops. Today our workshop is a little bit different because I had something that I wanted to talk to you about. So if you see me looking down here, it's because I've got everything planned out. For once, I'm planned and ready to go. So today our workshop is all about embracing our differences. So all of us are different in many different ways. Some people have different eye colours, some people have different hair colours. This is something we are going to get onto soon. So today we are going to talk about all the wonderful things that make us different and why it is so wonderful that we on this earth are all different. So first of all, I want to talk about different things that make us different. So we are different because we have different hair colour. I have blue hair. Does anyone else have blue hair? Some of us have curly hair. Some of us have straight hair. Some of us have braids. Some of us have a shaved head. That's something that makes us different because of our hair. What about our eyes? Some of us have blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes, grey eyes. Can you think of any other eye colours? Some of us wear glasses to see. I have my glasses here. I only use my glasses when I'm reading or when I'm on my phone. Some people use glasses all the time. Some people have an eye patch. There's lots of things about our eyes that make us different. Our age. Some of us are very, very old. Like me? No. What about your granny and granddad? They're very old. Or what about little babies? They're very young. So our age is something that makes us different as well. What about our height? Some people are very tall, some people are very small. That's another difference. Our skin colour is something that makes us different as well. Some people have white skin, some people have brown skin, some people have dark skin, some people have light skin. Some people get sunburnt in the sun, like me. Some people get freckles, some people get tan. Lots of different things about our skin. The type of family we have. Some of us have big families with lots of aunts and uncles and cousins and grannies and grandies. Some of us have small families with maybe only one or two cousins. Some of us live with our mums and dads. Some of our parents are split up so that we live with one parent one time and one parent another time. Some of us maybe only have one parent. That's fine. It's just something that makes us different. Remember, different is good. So we are going to play a little game. This game is called Race to the Truth, and you're going to play it with me, but you can play it at home with your friends or family if you want to as well. So we're going to put our hands like this, and the first person to get all 10 fingers up wins. It's going to show us different things about differences that we have got. So when I say a sentence that is true for you, you put up one finger. Okay? And the first person to 10 fingers wins. So, I am a girl. I put my finger up because I am a girl. If you are a girl, you put a finger up. If you're not, you keep a finger down. I have blue eyes. I have brown eyes, so I can't put a finger up. But if you have blue eyes, put a finger up. I have a sister. I have a brother. I don't have a brother. I have a dog. I have a cat. I like pepperoni pizza. Ooh. I have blue hair. Can any of the rest of you put a finger up for that one? I live with my mum and dad. I like elephants. I am afraid of the dark. I'm not, I'm brave. I have brown hair. I have curly hair. I have 3 grandparents or more. I have a stepbrother or sister. I wear glasses. I have a missing tooth right now. I go to school. I I like chocolate. So I got 10. Did any of you get 10 before me? So you can play this game with your friends as well and ask lots of different questions to see about the similarities and differences you have. That was a fun game, wasn't it? So I now want to think about things that make us special. Okay, these might be something that you have that is different to someone else, or something that someone else has that is different to you. So I want you right now, you can pause this video if you need to, but I want you to think about one thing that makes you special, that makes you different from other people. Okay, so one thing that makes you special. So for me, one thing that makes me special is that I really care about children, and it is one of my favourite things that I own acting up, and that I come and teach children how to be supportive of each other, how to be kind, how to love each other, and that is something really special about me. So I want you to think of one special thing about yourself, one really good thing that is special and different about you. Once you've thought of that, you can pause the video if you need to. Once you've thought of that, I want you to tell one thing about another person that makes them special. So this can be your friends, or your mum, or your dad, or your brothers or sisters, or anybody in the world. One thing that makes them very special. So I'm going to choose my little sister Collie, and one thing that makes her very special is that she is different to everybody else, and she is not afraid to speak her mind. Today she is down protesting to celebrate people's rights, and that everyone's differences are important, and she's only 15, and I think that's very special for her. So one thing that makes someone else very special, this could be your mum, your dad, anyone you know. Pause the video if you need to. So now we've thought about all the things that make us special and different, I want us to think what life would be like if we were all the same, and how important it is that we are different. Can you imagine if you walked to school and everybody in your class looked the same? If everybody wore the same clothes? If everybody liked the same things? What would you talk about? Would it be interesting to look at your school photograph on non-uniform day if you were all dressed the same and you all looked the same? Isn't it interesting that we all have different things that we like? What about if all of your friends only watched one TV show and that was all you could talk about? Or you'd only ever read one book? It's good to learn about different things from your friends and from other people, so you can learn about differences, so we're not all boring and the same. So let's think about why people are different. Lots of people that live in this country have came from another country. They might have came with their families, or they might have came here for a holiday, or they might have came here to live. So there's lots of reasons why people would come here to work maybe. So I want you to think about someone that comes from a different country. Maybe you come from a different country. Think about the country you live in now. I live in Ireland. Some people might live in England. Some people might live in Scotland, Wales. And think about someone that you know that is from a different country. What country are they from? Do you know? Do you know anything about that country? Have you ever been to another country where you were different to everybody else? So I lived in America for a little while. I just lived in Italy. And it was very difficult because I went to Italy and I did not speak Italian at all. I didn't know how to drive on the roads because they were different to the roads here. The food was different. And when I got there, everyone was very friendly, and I learned a little bit of Italian. So can you imagine if you came to this country and you didn't speak our language, you didn't speak English? But no one here would be able to communicate because not many of us speak another language. So think about that. Would you be a little bit nervous? Would you be afraid? How do you think we should treat people that come to our country? I think we should celebrate them and make them welcome. Make this their home as well. And even though you might not be able to communicate with your words, you can communicate in different ways of being kind, which we will talk about in another video. So think about the things that people from different countries bring to our countries. What about food? Does anyone like food from a different country? My favourite food is Chinese food. What's your favourite type of food? Can you imagine all of our favourite foods that come from different countries? What about spaghetti and pizza? That comes from Italy. What about kebabs? They come from Turkey. What about curries? They come from India. And Chinese food? That comes from China. There are lots of different food that other people have brought to our country, and without people from different countries, we would never get to try these new things. Can you think of anything else that you have learnt or you have tried from someone else from a different country? It is very, very good that all these people from different countries and different backgrounds come together. This is called diversity. When we are all the same, as we said, it's a little bit boring. So together, mixing with people from different countries, from different backgrounds, from different walks of life, with different skin colours, different religions, that is amazing. And it's called diversity, and it's what we want. We don't all want to be the same, sure we don't. So, next I want you to talk about respecting each other's differences. Would you ever be nasty to someone because they don't look the same as you? No way. Would you ever be nasty to someone because they don't speak the same way as you? No way. What about if someone maybe wore hearing aids and they couldn't hear the same as you? No way. We're never mean to anybody, but some people are, and that's really sad. Some people treat people very badly because of the colour of their skin, and this is called racism. And we do not want that at all. As we said, our differences are what make us special, and they are the reasons that we should be kind to each other. We want to understand each other and treat everybody equally. Some people are mean to other people because of the way they look or the way they speak, maybe because they're a little bit different to us. This is called discrimination, and it is not a good thing. It's very much like bullying, but it's because of the way that other people are, and it is not something we ever want to see. But sadly, it does happen. What I want to talk about next is what to do if you see discrimination happening. If discrimination happens to you, if someone treats you badly because you're different to them in any way, or if you see someone else being treated badly, you need to stand up and speak out. If this happens in school, you need to tell your teacher. Very important. Tell an adult, tell them exactly what has happened, and tell them that this is not okay and it should not be happening. Then you should also tell your parents and tell adults at home. Make sure everybody knows what happened. If you see something, say something. If you see someone being treated badly or being discriminated against and you don't say anything, well, does that make you very good? Even though you might be a little bit nervous or shy to say something, you need to stand up and be heard that this is not okay and this is not good behaviour. You need to tell people that we are all different in our own ways, and this is very important, that we treat each other fantastically because of our differences and celebrate them, like we talked about before, all the amazing things that make us different and why it's so good that we're different. You should never be treated badly because you are different to someone else. So boys and girls, that is the end of our workshop today. What I want you to think about now is what you have learned today. So, first of all, we talked about all the things that make us different. This can be by the way we look, by our families, by who lives in your house, by where you live, what food you like. Lots of things make us different. Then we thought of all the things that make us special. And there was lots of things, and that's why being different is so amazing. Because we all have reasons that we are special in our own way. Then we thought about how boring it would be if we were all the same, and why our differences are so good, why it's so interesting that we look different. Then we talked about why people are different. We talked about people from different countries, people from different religions, people that, something we didn't speak about is people that might have a different ability than you. Like we said about wearing glasses and hearing aids, some people are in wheelchairs. Some people's brains might work a little bit differently to yours, but this as well is another difference that we should celebrate. So don't forget that. Then we talked about discrimination and how bad it is if you're treated differently because of the way you look or because of the way you're different, and what to do if discrimination happens. Remember, stand up and speak out. Now, boys and girls, I want to finish with a fantastic story called Handa's Surprise. Handa is a little girl who lives in Kenya, and she is going to go on an adventure to bring her friend a present. So, do you know where Kenya is? Kenya is in Africa, which is very far away, and it is a very different lifestyle than we have here in Ireland. This is Handa. Handa put 7 delicious fruits in a basket for her friend Ikeo. So look, she has to put her fruit in a basket because she doesn't have plastic Tesco bags like us. And do you think she went to Tesco to get those? No, I think maybe she picked them from the trees, which you can see in the background. You can see a picture here of 2 farmers in the background. So how is she going to carry that basket, I wonder? Look, she put it on her head to balance it. She will be surprised, thought Handa, as she set off for Ikeo's village. So she doesn't have a car and she can't get a taxi or a bus, so she's going to have to walk the whole way to the next village. Isn't that very kind of Handa? I wonder which fruit she would like best. And how does the weather look in Kenya? Does it look cold? It's very hot. It's a very long way to walk. Will she like the soft yellow banana? Oh, look at what animal is coming down. What animal is that? It's a monkey, and the monkey is stealing the banana right out of Handa's basket. Or the sweet smelling guava. I wonder what a guava is. I've never tried a guava, have you? And look, what animal's this? It's an ostrich, and it is stealing the guava from the basket. Will she like the round, juicy orange? I love oranges. What animal is this? It's a zebra, and it is taking the orange right out of the basket. There's going to be no fruit left. Or the ripe red mango. Oh, I love mango. Do you like mango? And what animal is this? My favourite, an elephant. And it is taking the mango out of the basket. I think she only has 3 fruits left. She's going to walk all this way and have no fruit left. Will she like the spiky leaved pineapple? Oh, and look who's getting it with their big tongue. It's the giraffe. Can you imagine seeing a giraffe when you're walking around? Or the creamy green avocado. Oh, look, the antelope has got it now. A lot of these animals I have seen in the movie Lion King. I think this might be near where the lions live. Or the tangy purple passion fruit. Oh no, look, the bird has stolen the last fruit. Oh dear. Which fruit will Akio like best? But she has no fruit. Look, the goat has come off the leash and ran and banged into this tree. And look, can you see in the background the lady who's working in the field? And she's carrying her baby on her back wrapped in cloth. You can see all the hard workers. Because like I said, they don't have Tesco, so they have to go and get their fruit themselves. Look, all the tangerines fell into the basket, so now she does have fruit. Hello, Akeo, said Handa. I've brought you a surprise. Tangerine, said Akeo, my favourite fruit. And look at all the people in this village. You can see the lady making the corn for the dinner and all the little babies and the dogs and the fire over here that they're going to cook the dinner on. Tangerine, said Handa. That is a surprise. She did not think there was tangerines in there. She thought she had lots of different fruit. And look, they're all laughing together and sharing the fruit with their friends. The end. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that story about Handa's surprise. During this week, I have lots of other stories coming out about how our differences are very special. And I want you to remember, always be kind. And if you see something that is not nice, discrimination, stand up and speak out. Parents, I hope that this has also opened a conversation for you to have about diversity and discrimination within your household. And remember to stand up and speak out yourself. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.